What's up, it's Cinnamon Shogun here, and it is being reported that AH will be taking the stand during the Johnny Depp trial this week. And I wanted to make a quick little video just giving you all somewhat of an idea of what to expect when she does take the stand. Now, the last couple of weeks of the Johnny Depp trial have been absolutely chaotic. And I think that this week will be the craziest week so far. But without further ado, let's get into what to expect when AH does ultimately take the stand. I would expect a whole lot of BS. Honestly, guys, I hope you all didn't come here expecting anything too profound. If you all have watched the trial, then you know that AH's whole defense is some complete BS. You know that her lawyers are some complete BS. So why would you expect anything different from Amber Turd? She's going to get on the stand. She's going to spew a bunch of lies. She's going to try to overact it. She's going to make herself look like a complete idiot. And you know what? In one of my prior videos, someone commented and made a good point that for some reason I didn't think about yet. I think their name was Julia Fitzpatrick, so shout out to you. But they made the point that when AH does take the stand, she's going to be directly across from Johnny Depp. You know, all of the witnesses and how Johnny Depp is positioned in the courtroom, he's right there in front of the stand. So when she does take the stand, she's going to be almost like eye to eye with Johnny Depp. And I expect her to make some eye contact. I expect her to maybe try to make things a little awkward for Johnny Depp. If you've been watching this trial, Johnny Depp has not batted an eye at AH this entire time. While during some points of this trial, AH even positions her chair in a way that it kind of faces towards Johnny Depp, so she can always get glimpses of Johnny Depp during the trial. But Johnny Depp always remains like locked in forward, never giving her the time of day. And she's been like mimicking his outfit. So I expect her to do some weird things here. I'm going to be paying close attention because while she's on the stand lying about everything that she's lied about for all of these years, she's going to have to be doing it directly in front of the person that she's lying on. And you know that can be awkward. Just take the stand in front of someone just in general, even if you're telling the truth, could be really awkward. So the fact that she's going to be up there with all of these fabricated stories right in front of the man that she fabricated the stories about, it's going to be awkward and it's going to be very entertaining. I cannot wait to see if she tries to address the makeup situation. We know that at some point during her being on the stand, they're going to talk about this makeup. I want to know, I'm really going to be focused to see if she somehow tries to separate herself from that specific makeup brand and say, oh, this is just an example of a palette. That's not the exact palette. Because if she does at any point try to, focus in on that makeup palette, then that just lets you know that she's been paying attention to everything that's going on in the media. And yeah, I believe that right after court, she goes home and reads all of the tabloids, reads all of the headlines, and you can't convince me otherwise. But if she tries to get on top of that makeup story, because, it's been, for those of you all who don't know, she supposedly used a certain makeup brand to cover up bruises. And it was a specific makeup palette that she learned how to use. But in reality, that makeup palette didn't come out for years after she was so-called using it. So if she tries to get on top of that story and tries to point out that it's a different makeup brand, then you know for a fact that she broke all of the rules and she's been looking into other aspects of this case outside of court. So I want to see if she catches herself in that. I want to see her overact. She's going to get up there and overact. If you've been watching her during this trial, you can see her like try to poke out her lip. She tries to look sad on certain occasions and it's just not working. She'll literally try to look sad and then turn around and laugh right when like she thinks the cameras are off of her. So it's gotten really weird. So I'm not expecting anything but some complete BS. Like I said, nothing too profound. I don't think there's going to be any bombshells dropped. You're just going to hear a lot more lies, basically you're going, instead of hearing the lies from other people, you're going to hear them directly from her, which is something that we haven't really had the opportunity to really do lately. So I'm interested in seeing how serious and how together she could hold herself while telling these stories that we know are true. You know, when you have not only Johnny Depp saying these stories aren't true, but every single other person, including law enforcement and people who even work for AH, saying that AH lied, then I think we've come to the point where we know she's lying. So she's going to have to get on the stand and reiterate a bunch of lies that have already been proven to be lies. And I want to see how well she can hold it together while doing that, because that has to be difficult. I honestly don't think that I can hold a straight face and sit there and lie in front of a bunch of people over and over again. Honestly, I'm the type of person, if you ask me something, even when I know I'm not lying, I look guilty. Like, I'll just look guilty because I don't know why. So, you know, like, I feel like she's gonna crack. I'm gonna be watching very closely, and I'm gonna spot every single time she cracks. And I'm just interested in hearing what exactly she has to say, because she changes up her stories a lot. These stories about Johnny, none of them were set in stone. They've changed. Little aspects of these stories have changed over the years. And I guarantee you, when she takes the stand, there's going to be details that some of us will notice. People who have followed this case closely, probably a lot of the people who followed it way closer than I have, they're going to be picking out some of the details. Because she's going to mess up. She's going to have a different story. It's not all going to align the exact way the last time she said it, because every time she has to reiterate the story or tell another account of the story, then she changes it up just a tad bit. She can't stick to the story 100%. There's always little aspects changing. So I just expect, like I said, a whole bunch of BS, a whole bunch of eye rolling, just get ready. Just get ready for your eyes to get stuck in the back of your head when you watch this woman. It's going to be a cringe fest. It's going to be possibly, maybe, the funniest thing we've ever seen. It just might be. It just might be. And if she's forced to be on the stand for as long as Johnny was, if I have to watch this woman on the stand for 3 or 4 days, just lie after lie after lie, I don't know what I'm going to do. I may go crazy my damn self, but it's going to be entertaining. And I think it's going to be the most entertaining week of this trial so far, because while Johnny was telling his story, I felt like that was entertaining, but I also felt I felt it, you know? So it wasn't like, oh, this is entertainment. This was me, like, listening to a guy and what he went through. Whereas AH, when you know she's lying, I'm watching this as a clown fest. I'm watching this to laugh at. Whereas when Johnny took the stand, I was watching it because I was invested in his story. I wanted to hear the truth. I wanted to hear things from Johnny. You understand? Whereas AH, I'm watching it for pure laughs and entertainment, because I know that she's not telling the truth. And not just because I'm on Johnny's side, but because every single other person involved has said that she's lying. You know, I mean, they haven't blatantly said she's lying, but they've laid out the evidence to show that she's lying. So when I have to sit here and watch her for days on end, basically go over lie after lie after lie after lie, I can't do anything but laugh. So I expect a lot of laughs this week. I expect a lot of nonsense. I expect some changes to these stories, and I expect to catch her in a whole bunch of lies. But I want to know what you expect from her down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you on the next video.